Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this T-Flex CAM training course. The topic for today will be the 2D milling, part number 2. So, as I mentioned in the previous lesson, the idea was to split the 2D milling operations in two lessons. So this is lesson 2, where we are going to see about pocket milling and the spiral groove milling. So to start with the pocket milling, I've created a very simple geometry to show what we can do with this pocket milling. Basically, we need to go, let's go again, sorry, pocket milling. We can choose from either edges or simply the paths, so you can turn on or off any of them. Let us leave only the paths. Then we have to choose again a file with the tools, you know this already. And I can choose from two paths. I need to insert two paths, one and second. And with these two paths, I can choose from pocket contoured inside or outside. In this particular case, there is no big difference. But it is important the point of start of each contour, because the idea here is the evolution from one contour to the other, being starting in outside or inside. In this particular one, we are starting inside, and number of passes, okay. And besides, we have the heights and the thickness. Again, as in the previous modes, we can do this incremental in Z. The corrections, you know this already also. And we have a couple of additional parameters as we had in other types of machining. So simply confirm, do a simulation, and should start, in this particular case, the outside to the inside, okay? If we go and change instead of inside, if we say outside, the look is the same, but now it starts inside to the outside, okay? So quite easy and very simple to understand. We can do this in a different manner because we can give now two contours, two paths with not aligned start end point. So you see these ones were very clean because they have the same alignment. But if I say now this one to this one, it will make something a little stranger, but also interesting, which for sure we can also simulate. And the idea of inside to outside is the same, so we can do a very nice shape also, and it can be interesting in terms of the evolution, for example, from one round shape to a square shape. So anything is possible. So in terms of pocket, there is no not much more to see about it. Finally, in terms of the last one, the machine grooving, the idea is to create a path where we can do an incremental machining in a circular shape. And the system uses a path where the point, for example, the initial and the end point are important, because if I create this small path, then I'll try to create this spiral groove machining. I will use the same tool, these parameters are the same. The path is this one. You see the endpoint is the center, and this is the initial point defines the radius of the machining. We can give the height top point and bottom point with the increment and the direction of this increment. We have a couple of functions here, the offsets that you know already also. But in terms of the approximation, we have also the possibility to create a screw interpolation, which I leave out for now. And if I do this simulation now, again, you see a lot of points, okay? It will take some time to do this increment. But instead, if I say screw interpolation, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's a G22, but you can confirm this information in our theoretical side. Now it is on. Sorry, I'm not sure if I activate that function. No, screw interpolation, okay? Machine simulation, and you see the same toolpath, only with 7 or 8 lines, and much more faster, much more clean, and for sure a lot lighter in terms of machine behavior. So these are the final molds also for the 2D milling side. So any questions, any other things that you may want to know about this, please consult us, send us an email or a comment, and you'll get our feedback for sure.